Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida. Welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you all so much for the love and the continued support of my channel. Today's video, you guys, we are getting all into sillage. Yes, if you love to announce your presence, if you love for your scent trail to just fill the hallways, to linger, to let everyone know that you were in the place, this video is for you. This is not for the shy. This is not for the meek. This is for people that really love a powerful performer and one that has amazing sillage. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's video. All right, you guys, so this first one on the list is newer to my collection. I bought the 5ml decant months ago, and at first sniff I was kind of taken aback because it reminded me of something else, though they weren't exactly the same. They're from the same perfumer, so you know, sometimes even though the notes don't match up, you're like getting this vibe of another perfume that you have. So that was my cause for pause. However, I decided that I did want a full bottle eventually, and now I have it. And this is Hibiscus MAHAJAD from the notes of Quentin Biche and from the house of Maison Crivelli. This was sent over to me complimentary from Twisted Lily, but they asked me, you know, site-wide, what perfume would you like to be gifted? And I chose this baby. So it's not because I was gifted it that I'm talking about it. It's because I chose it, I wanted it, and here we are talking about this beauty today. So sillage, all right? There's gonna be a couple Quentins on this list, but this is so unique and beautiful. And I feel like now that I've been able to have like a full like wear from the bottle, it's just giving me life. This is like a damask rose. It has hibiscus, and you really do get that beautiful hibiscus quality. It has such a gorgeous vanilla component when it does start to, you know, warm up on the skin and dry down. It has a mint, okay, cassis, and leather. And all of that mixing in together is why I was afraid to even try this. At the time, I think the only thing that I had tried with mint was the Flor Botanica by Balenciaga. Success, okay? So that one actually made me say, okay, maybe I'll go ahead and get a decant because I don't hate mint in my fragrances like I thought I might. You guys, it is gorgeous. It is such a powerful performer. I know this little bitty bottle, you're looking at the pricing like, what? You don't need that many sprays, okay? And you will not hear me say that a lot on this channel, because essentially I overspray everything that I wear. Very few fragrances where, and when I say you don't need to overspray, I'm still talking, you know, 8 to 10 sprays. I'm crazy like that. But this one, I swear, if you spray like 5 times, you really will be good to go. And that may be too much for most. Beautiful fragrance. The spiciness comes from like a cinnamon, like I said, the spicy mint, and it's balanced with musk, like a musk mallow or ambrette note. So it is very unique, like on every layer of the fragrance. Maybe the rose we're used to seeing, but not coupled with these ingredients. And I feel like he has created something so special, and like there's this delicious component to it. I don't know, it's not gourmand, but there's just something that makes my mouth water. Maybe the hibiscus and the vanilla together, but this is beautiful, beautiful, worth the price point, because cost per spray, you're going to get your wears, it's going to last, and this one is just the bee's knees. So I'm late to the party. It was all the rave probably about a year and a half ago when it first dropped, and I feel like it was a little polarizing, but so many people love it. So many people love it, and this is really not the type of scent you would think a lot of people would love, but they do, and I totally get it. The leather doesn't come off as anything like a leather bomb. You do pick up on the leather, but it's not overpowering. It's not the star of the show. It's there giving it some interest, and again, it has a lot of other really, you know, competing notes that detract from the attention normally leather would give. So leather, spicy mint, cinnamon, hibiscus, it's a lot. But I'm telling you, it's one you absolutely need to get your nose on, because if you're looking for a sillage, This one is giving Sillage, and a sexy one at that. Again, this one is Hibiscus MAHAJAD from the house of Maison Crivelli, and a big thank you again to Twisted Lily for gifting me this fragrance. Now, just check the description box below. Any offers that we have from this house, I will link, and one you should definitely, again, check out. Beautiful fragrance. Okay, so the next one on this list is one I have just really been thoroughly enjoying for summer. So you love a freshie, but you want the powerful performance and the sillage. Very, very hard to find, to do, to pull off. Not with this little green bottle right here. I'm telling you, if you want a sillage from literally a citrus fragrance, this is it. This does not go cleaning products, because you know citrus can really be that for me. I really struggle with citrus, but this little grapefruit baby right here is everything. This is Vibrato from the house of Suspiro. I got a 5 ml decant before I purchased this, and I sprayed it and my daughter sprayed it, and we looked at each other and we had like a moment. My daughter was the first one to speak, and she was just like, "Mommy, yes, yes, you need to get it." Would I have gotten this if it weren't for her being on my butt about it? I don't know, because this is so pricey. And for a freshie, like that's, you know, that's usually not my thing, because I wasn't a huge freshie person at the time, okay? But this has really made me come around full circle to being a freshie girl. I've officially become a freshie girl, and I'm adding so many into my collection because of how wild I was by this one in particular. Some people don't think it's worth the price point. Some people think it's overrated. Everyone's nose is different. Get a sample. I will link, you know, scent split below. That's where the best place to, you know, try this out probably will be. But you guys, you're talking about a fresh fragrance that lasts, you know, 10 hours. The end of my shift, still very prominent wearing on my clothes, and I can still smell it on the pulse points of my skin clearly, okay? Men, the men. I don't know what it is about unisex scents, but men just, it hits them differently, okay? And this one, I can say the same thing about it, because men really seem to be taken aback when I have this on. I get stopped, you know, I'm turning heads, and they want to know who is smelling like that. What do you have on? They tell me I smell good, and I just, this is not, you know, things that usually happen when I put on a freshie. Freshies that usually sit close to the skin. They dissipate very quickly. Volatile fragrance notes when you're talking about citrus. So if you're talking about a long-lasting fresh fragrance, hard to do, but they've done it here, and I really, really highly recommend this one. Now, the thing about this one, it's almost giving like a hint of fougere, and so some women may think this leans a little masculine, so definitely a try before you buy fragrance. But I highly recommend it, and I am completely obsessed with this fragrance. It's a little powdery. There is just this delicious, you know, herbaceous quality about it that really takes it there. It's got some ginger, but it's not a ginger with a lot of bite that takes over the scent and makes into something spicy. Orris root in the base, which again is adding to the powdery quality of it, and a touch of patchouli, some cedar, which I think the cedar is what makes it lean a little masculine for women. Cedar can be just a tough note for women. And the musk, okay? It's musky, it's green, it's citrusy, it's a vibe, all right? Again, this one is Vibrato by Suspiro, one of my favorite fresh fragrances. All right, you guys, so this next one is such a, oof, when I tell you, it's sexy, it's everything, and you need it in your life. And this is Cavort. This is from the house of Fragrance du Bois. You can save 20% off this fragrance if you shop So Avant-Garde. And this one, I was on the fence about for so long. Why? I don't know. I feel like when it first dropped, people were saying that they got like a masculine vibe from this. I don't really get that. I don't get that at all, because it is a prominent rose. It's a prominent rose, and I just don't think masculine when I smell that. Now the saffron in here, it's kicking. Bruce Lee level kicking, we're talking in Cavort. So you have to like saffron, but sexy to me, rose, saffron together, sex in a bottle, okay? Very, very, like, you guys, it's just, I'm wearing it. Oh my God. The saffron in here is everything, okay? If you love saffron, you need it. You need it, okay? If you love rose, absolutely. But this one is definitely the stronger performer. This one is going to have a bigger sillage, and I just feel like if you want something that has a very sexy, robust sillage, then Cavort is definitely one you need to check out. It's perfect for this time of year because it does have some ylang ylang in there. You got some cinnamon, some Davana, things that just really help it along. Now in the base, you have the incense, you've got a little bit of labdanum that doesn't come off too leathery, not to my nose anyway. Sandalwood and that yellow floral do give it like a little creamy component, but I just feel like this is wonderfully crafted. And if you're looking for something sexy, you know, that's rose and has a beautiful sillage, then this one is absolutely one you need to check out. Something about the rose is coming up quite a bit on this list, but yeah, you guys, this one it's really hyped on YouTube, and I feel like it's justified. Pricey, but again, save where you can. Get your 20% off by using the code SHARIDA20 when you shop soavantgarde.com. I love this one, highly recommend it. So next is going to be for my gourmand girls. If you are not afraid to smell sweet in the summer, really this list can take you throughout the year, you guys. You don't have to confine this to summer, fall, none of that. I feel like all of these are year-round scents. Maybe with the exception of this one, but some people just want to be fresh all year. If so, Vibrato will cut through that cold weather for you and still last, okay? But Dulce Diablo Bar Narcotica, okay? When I say absolute obsession for me when I first got it, and every time I sniff this darn nozzle, I'm reminded that I'm still obsessed. This one is very sweet. It's not for someone who doesn't like sweet or who can't take a really substantial, you know, thick sweet scent. That is what this is. So you have an apricot note in here that is kind of the star of the show. It does have the chocolate, it's got honey, it's got white sugar, and you get all of that, but above all, you're going to get an apricot. And for me, that is the most delicious, unique quality about this fragrance. I don't have a lot of apricot. Do I have any other apricot? I don't know. Maybe something with like a touch of it here and there, but this is the star, and I don't have anything else in my collection like that. So if you want something that's got a little bit of a booziness in the opening, I think there's like a rum or cognac note in here, fresh apricot and dried apricot. So you're getting this double dose of apricots. You have a very, you know, dominant cacao or chocolate note in there that you get, but you guys, you just gotta try it. It's one you gotta try, and it's either you're really going to be obsessed with this or it's gonna be too much. It's gonna be too much. So I would say check out the 10 ml travel size they have at Door Prestige, and I think they have a regular sample size too, but check out the link below. I'm going to link it to Door Prestige. You can save 10% even on your decants if you use my discount code. So all of that will be in the description box, but this is a gourmand with the most amazing sillage. You're going to smell delicious, perfectly unisex. You're going to smell sweet, and you're going to turn heads when you put this on. People are going to be like, who is that smelling so damn good? It is me, okay? So if that's the type of person you are, if you want a gourmand sillage that really does, you know, show up, then Dulce Diablo is the ticket. I absolutely love it. And this is from, again, the House of Narcotica. Okay, now let's get into one that has really been the rave all 2023 so far. And I feel like the rave is still going strong. It hasn't really died down. Guidance by Amouage. I thought that this would be one I would relegate to fall and winter, but you guys, I must confess, I have been wearing it in the very hot summer heat, and it still works beautifully for me. Now, for me, the sweet in the summer is usually not an issue, but the spiciness is. That is what really makes me feel like, okay, I'm doing too much, but I didn't get that from here. Guys, this is such a masterpiece. When I tell you the way that he has found a way to balance this sweet and this bold and this femininity with the strength and the woodiness, and it's just too many things. And for that reason, it is polarizing. It is too many good things for me. For some people, it may be too many bad things. They don't know what the hell to think of it. And it's not a safe blind buy. And I would say that for this house in general. But I am absolutely obsessed with this. So when I tell you my biggest compliment getter in my whole collection, just period, point blank, we don't even have to debate that anymore. It used to be Angelique Noir, but this has taken the crown, and with no, like, not even a second close, you know, running. This has turned so many heads. It has gotten so many people to stop me. What in the, okay, before you can even greet somebody, you're just cutting them off like, what do you have on? What are you wearing? Y'all, I'm talking about the first time out the house. Just everyone just stopping me. I gave my sister a decant of this recently, and I was wondering, like, I wonder if she's even worn the guidance decant I gave her. She texted me yesterday. She was like, girl, I wore the guidance, okay? I wore it out, and everyone was complimenting me. I need a full bottle. Girl, I know you do. I bet you do. One of the best performers in my collection. The Sillage will fill the hallways, not just the room. It's gonna fill the room you're in. It's going to, you know, turn corners, fill the hallway, fill the next room. I mean, the Sillage on this thing is a 12 out of 10. The compliment factor is a 12 out of 10. This is so freaking amazing. The Akigala wood is busting up in here, right? And I feel like that is a note where either you really pick up on it or you just don't. Kind of like ambroxan, okay? It is a molecular note, but so like ambroxan. So those molecular notes, you know, that are just like truly not even based off anything, just like something they have truly created in the lab, can go either way. Is how we perceive them. For me, it comes out very prominent in here, and it's what's so beautiful and addictive about it. This one and Valaya, okay? Listen, Quentin Beach is just, he's just that guy, okay? He is just that guy, and I love his creations. And this one is probably my favorite out of everything he's ever created, even over DELINA. Have you tried this lid with DELINA, my people out there? Okay, if you think this is too much for the summer, try covering yourself in your DELINA as you would in just a pulse point of guidance. You're going to absolutely love it. You're gonna kill it in the Sillage department. But I've spent enough on her. I talk about her all the time. Guidance by Amouage. If you are on the fence about trying it, try it for yourself, because this may be an over the moon, the skies and the heavens have opened for you type of love, or you just may absolutely hate it. But it's one that I truly love, and I will always recommend you get your nose on. Again, Guidance by Amouage. So this next one, you guys, white floral girls only, okay? If you're not a white floral girl, I understand if you want to put this on mute. If you want to go do something else in the other room, just make sure that if you're a white floral girl, you're listening. Because tuberose is just a note that I've always loved in fragrances. But this by far is the, just the best tuberose that I have ever put my nose on. Oh my God. Okay. So Jump Up and Kiss Me by Clive Christian. This is the ecstatic version. They have the hedonistic, which I think is more masculine leaning. This is the more feminine leaning one. And this is from their Addictive Arts collection. This little bottle right here is quite pricey, but I was able to get it for a steal, okay? And so because I was able to, I'm just like, thank you, JOMASHOP, for letting me get this at such a discount. It is tuberose, but it is a bubblegummy tuberose. So it's not one that has an animalic quality, in my opinion, to my nose. Because tuberose can come off in so many different ways. It's not a green tuberose. It's not a funky tuberose. This is bubblegummy tuberose. But it is also spicy. It is also sweet. It is also balanced with vanilla and ylang-ylang, and it is just magnificent. Magnificent. So don't sleep on it. If you're a tuberose lover, don't sleep on it. This thing has such a beautiful sillage. Beast mode, tuberose, sweet vanilla. That is what this is, okay? And it's peppery, it's spicy. So if you're trying to have this feminine air about you, but you want a little sex thrown in there, that is what this is. When they say Addictive Arts, Jump Up and Kiss Me, ecstatic, hello, The whole thing, everything I just said speaks to sensuality. And that is what this is. And I am just obsessed, okay? Tuberose lovers, check this one out. This one, if I had to pay full price for this, I would. This is worth full price because the performance is really there. The sillage is tremendous, and it's one that just makes you feel a certain way, you know? Like it's all the vibes, and it's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. So yeah, if you got a date night and you're a white florals type of girl, but you want to spice it up, this is one you need. This one again is Jump Up and Kiss Me by Clive. All right, now the last one on this list, y'all, I ain't brought this thing out to talk about all summer, but today we're gonna end that. And this is HACIVAT. This is by Nishane. Now, HACIVAT, okay, the nose of Jorge Lee. So this man, because I have so many Navitas, okay, the Viva Moors, and he has done a body of work for them. And then when I think about that, and I think about, he just knows how to do a banging, fresh beast mode scent. And that is what HACIVAT is. It is pineapple. It is super sexy pineapple, and it is very mossy. It is woody, very unisex, leaning just a hair masculine. So ladies, be sure to try before you buy, but it is such a powerful performer. If you are trying to play up, you know, you want to have this fruity summer quality about you, but you want everyone to smell you. You want to have, you know, this sexy, very put together vibe about yourself. That is HACIVAT. That is HACIVAT. And you know what? I think I need to wear this into work tomorrow. I feel like I'm gonna be feeling myself when I get there. So I might as well, you know, come up in there smelling like HACIVAT. But this one is it's so delicious, you guys. It is so delicious and juicy and not very complex in no structure, but it's like this perfect balance of juicy, sweet pineapple with the freshness of grapefruit and bergamot. You've got a little bit of jasmine in there, just balancing everything out because it is very woody and oak mossy, but you do need something with a floral component to just kind of ease everything out, and that's what it does. And then you have this cedar and patchouli again. Cedar, okay? Cedar can come off as masculine to the feminine, you know, wearer. So try before you buy, but unmistakably a sillage monster. Again, this one is HACIVAT by Nishane. All right, you guys, so that is it for the amazing sillage video. Again, all of these I feel like will carry you throughout the year. Beautiful, beautiful fragrances. They come to work, they don't clock out early, and they will really have your scent lingering in the air, which is definitely my vibe, all right? So make sure you are subscribed to the channel, you guys. Drop me a comment below. Let me know some of your favorite sillage monsters. Also be sure that you do give the video a big thumbs up if you found any value in the content. It has been real. I love you all, and I will catch you guys on the next one.